It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Chicago. It's the Lions and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, a terrific matchup. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. #1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
On second down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Nicole Hardman deep to return. Returnable from the 17. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. If he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, this team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing is Williams. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. To throw, it's Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Got his man at the 6. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Williams to the air once more. He keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Austin brought in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. Making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He connects downfield to Dotson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got it at the 7. The Bears are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Moore going in motion. Throwing again. Williams. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Chicago. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They move Laporta, sending him in motion.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll go right back to Laporta. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down. One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Lions get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Drive will start on the ground. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Second down and 8. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Play action. Here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. To throw is Goff. This one grabbed by Austin. And they're going to mark him down. Line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Goff. through the con. Job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think that
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes.
He is in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears move out to a 21-3 advantage. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Gibbs. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Rudolph. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A run here with Gibbs. Gibbs with a first down and more. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 28-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Rudolph. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Rudolph looking to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Williams to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He's got the first down and more than that. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Here's 1st and 10. Williams to the air once more. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Throw it again. It's Williams. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the... So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On second down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. So we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to...
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. LeBear's offense and Caleb Williams set to take over one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That one complete to Moore.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 5. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That one taken in by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Back to throw is Rudolph. This is caught down that right sideline. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Throwing, Rudolph. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. To throw is Rudolph. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. He'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's Williams now to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Rudolph. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's caught. It's the tight end, Kmet. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's in the end zone and intercepted. He works free, right side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Detroit.
Pass interference. Defense.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. Throwing is Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second and goal. Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Goff to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. A second down throw for Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. What can they do here on third down and 7? Goff to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On second down, Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On first down, it's Goff. This one grabbed by Austin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throwing on second down, Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing here is Goff. That is caught. He finds Walker. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
First down, Lions.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. That pass to the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Goff. Quick hitting slant there. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. A pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So this one in the win column for the Bears. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.